Imagine for a second that you're working retail. You approach a customer, start explaining a product, and then suddenly you're on the floor, unconscious, with coworkers shaking your shoulders trying to wake you up. The creepy part? Later, they tell you no one ever came into the store. Then, they show you the security footage and you see that the source claims the woman in the video had worked at that salon for years. She was responsible, reliable, and had no medical issues on record. But who was she talking to? And what the heck even happened? No one really knows. According to the woman, it all feels like one big memory blackout. This one comes from Vietnam. The footage takes us to a creepy abandoned restaurant, which has a spooky reputation among locals. Homeless folks and delinquents aren't the problem here. It's the ghosts that haunt the place. The guy filming, who claims to be some kind of ghost hunter, decides to make a peace offering to the restless spirits by building a makeshift altar in a hallway. Some rice bowls and apples do the job, but then things get terrifying.
你能让我知道你在这里边，我就把替身现在给你烧掉。我用我的符，加上我的这些年的修为，来呀，门口，嘿，看着我，我操！ 门口，嘿，看着我！我操！
Did you see that pale hand sneakily grab an apple? But that's not all.
我知道错了，呀，我知道错了。
You can almost clearly make out a ghostly pale face with long black hair peeking out from behind a box. You get the feeling the thing is rising through the floor. What personally throws me off is the number of cuts in the footage and how confident the guy filming is. Even if this is staged, I have no clue how they made that head appear from under the floor. Got any theories? Drop them in the comments. Another restaurant video, but this time from a fully functioning place. We see the kitchen and a busy chef working over a container of boiling oil. What happens next will definitely freak you out. I doubt he just passed out from exhaustion. Most people agree this looks like a full-on possession happening right on camera. Two young boys were left alone one evening at their grandparents' house. The older one decided to record a short vlog for TikTok, not realizing just how creepy things were about to get.
Y el baño está allá. El baño, mi hermano quiere hacer pipí, pero el baño está allá. Y mi abuela nos dijo que cuidáramos. Mi abuelo nos dijo que cuidáramos.
First, we see a shadowy figure peeking from around a corner. The kid doesn't even notice. I personally got spooked by those two glowing eyes until I realized they were just reflectors. Hit the like if you got fooled too. But the ending? He's never forgetting that.
Pero espérense. Pero pues, el problema es que aquí no sabemos. Y pues, no tengan miedo. No pasa nada. Abuelito, si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros. Si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros.
Somos tus
Nietos.
Some think a confused bird or a big bat flew out of the shed. But considering the thing peeked around the corner earlier, the animal theory doesn't really hold up. This next one is short and creepy, filmed on a very low-quality camera. Take a look. If you pay attention to the right corner, you'll see a pale childlike head with a slack jaw peeking out. The family later said they've been plagued by horrible nightmares ever since moving into this house. Many believe something tragic may have happened there long ago, and restless spirits still linger. Back in 2023, this couple was staying at a family farm. While wandering around the vast property, they heard blood-curdling screams.
What I want to do now is...
Whoa.
What is that?
Scared the shit out of me.
It scared the hell out of them, so they went to investigate. Near the edge of the field, just before the forest, they spotted something. At first, they thought it was an animal, but zooming in, they realized it was a nearly naked man twisted in an unnatural position.
What is that? Is it a person?
What the It's a naked man. Hello? Are you okay?
Can we help you?
Then came the horrifying, "Help me." For whatever reason, the guy whistles as if to calm him down. Big mistake. The man drops to all fours and starts charging at them. They bolt, and the footage cuts off.
He's just standing there.
Hello? What the f***? All we have to do is whistle. I heard whistling to them is like the worst thing you could do.
What?
Yo,
Whoa,
we need to go.
whoa, run.
Go, 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 go.
Later, the couple claimed it was a skinwalker and they barely escaped. I personally think it was staged, Or maybe they just ran into someone really, really high. This is a pretty old video, but super intriguing, and I haven't seen any credible debunks yet. It was filmed somewhere in rural Russia. We see two guys standing in a snowy field. Then the camera pans over to something one of them describes as not from this planet.
Сейчас, погоди, когда нашли-то? Да вот, часа два на собака нюхала. И все, что за лежит, смотри. Да я знаю, погоди, смотри. Вообще, ебать, что за... Ну, да понятно, что дохлый. Да хляк, короче, лежит.
Она не наша планета.
Полнейшая дохлеть.
What do you think? Puppet or real alien life form? A lifelong skeptic posted this video on TikTok after his night shift at a liquor store turned creepy. He was alone in the building when things started getting weird.
Alright, so look, I'm hearing this door and there's stuff going on in the back. See, man, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, bro, and then I see something. Yo, if there's anybody in here, you need to leave. So, if there's anybody here, go. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. I don't know. What was that, bro?
Loud knocking in an empty store? Yeah, that'll shake anybody up. But he stays calm and heads to the storage room, which turns out to be empty.
Yo, anybody in here? Anybody in here? Yo, anybody in here? Bro, nah, I'm out.
Honestly, that alone is reason enough to call in sick. But nope, he keeps working, and the paranormal activity escalates.
Guys, so I'm hearing like noises coming from this back room. Oh my goodness, bro, it's happening again. All right, I'm gonna go and look. As you can see, nobody's back here. Nobody's behind the door. Nobody just came up behind me. Like, I'm serious. So look, I'm hearing this door and there's stuff going on in the back. See, man, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, bro, and then I see something. Yo, if there's anybody in here, you need to leave. So, if there's anybody here, go. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. I don't know.
In case you missed it, there was a shadowy figure when the door started rattling. And as you know, no one was in there. Later, he claimed something invisible hit him and even showed bruises. Since the saga is still unfolding on TikTok, it's hard to say for sure. Let's just hope it's staged, and both the guy and the ghost are just actors. This next video was posted by a woman who says something terrifying has been happening for several nights in a row. According to her, some creepy entity keeps peering through her window after midnight, just staring at her in total silence. She hasn't been able to sleep since. She's asking viewers for help figuring out what this could be. Watch closely.
It keeps peeking in here on me. Oh my goodness gracious, what the... Ain't nobody in the other room.
Maybe you'll spot something that gives us answers. A TikToker shared some creepy footage on their channel, recorded in the middle of the night in the kitchen. A girl woke up to loud banging sounds coming from the kitchen and went to check it out. Sneaking in quietly, she found her mom there, and as you can already tell, she wasn't exactly acting normal. But the scariest part came when she tried to speak to her.
Mom?
The video cuts off right there, leaving us to wonder what happened next. Did her mom really get possessed by a demon and almost attack her in a fit of rage? Or was this just an elaborate setup? A strange and terrifying incident happened to a security guard working the night shift at a residential complex. Let's take a look. As you noticed, a car pulls up to the gate with no driver or passengers inside. It flashes its headlights, signaling to be let in. The guard, clearly confused, steps out of his booth to check out the situation. But instead, he sees a figure crawling onto the roof of the car, and it must have been horrifying, judging by how fast he bolted out of there. If this was a prank to scare the guard, I'd say it was a total success. A popular urban explorer stumbled upon an abandoned village tucked away somewhere in Poland, full of long-forgotten homes. He got so caught up exploring the endless content that he lost track of time, and by the time he realized how long he'd been there, it was already getting dark. Unfortunately for him, it was already too late. Something with a very pale face appeared on the roof of one of the houses and started chasing him. Spooked out of his mind, he figured hiding in the woods might be the safest option. But the thing didn't stop. It kept stalking him. In the end, he managed to escape and made it back home safely. After a scare like that, I doubt he'll ever go back there alone again. Who knows what would have happened if that thing had caught up to him. These creepy photos surfaced online not too long ago and have already stirred up a lot of buzz. The images show some horrifying creature with a massive animal-like mouth, seemingly attacking the person behind the camera. After digging for any information about the picture, I found the website of designer Molly Brown, and turns out it's one of her works. According to her, she tried to create a 3D model of a monster that combined both human and animal anatomy, and that's how this bone-chilling human-dog hybrid was born. Another recent social media post sparked just as much interest online among paranormal and mystery lovers. According to the caption, the incident happened near the Westgate Casino Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, while the author was out for a late-night walk. Let's take a look at this strange video. The The short clip triggered a flood of theories and wild guesses. Some tried to explain it logically, like maybe it was just another one of Elon Musk's boring tunnel projects. But most people were more concerned with just how close to the surface everything seemed to be happening. So maybe it really was some kind of giant worm monster? Personally, I doubt it. If I were the one filming, I'd already be on the roof of the nearest skyscraper. Most of us have at least one weird neighbor story, and this next one is no exception. One evening, a girl was out for a walk in her neighborhood when something strange caught her eye in her neighbor's window. She pulled out her phone and started recording. Let's take a look.
Going for a walk and I look up and I see my neighbors.
As she passed by the house, she noticed the lights inside flickering. Stopping by the window, she peeked in and saw some very odd people sitting around a table. But then things got really creepy. As soon as the lights stopped flashing, everyone at the table suddenly turned their heads and stared directly at her. The video cuts off right there, and it turned out to be the last video she ever posted on her TikTok. Her followers were freaked out and started speculating about what could have happened to her. Do you think her neighbors were actually some cult, or was this all staged? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts. The next video shows a sweet couple looking for some privacy in the woods when they stumbled across a junkyard full of wrecked cars. They were inspecting each one, hoping to find something cool, but the peaceful mood was quickly shattered when the girl spotted something terrifying inside one of the cars. The footage clearly shows a figure resembling a human sitting in the front seat of a white car. The girl, who noticed it first, panicked and ran screaming, totally forgetting about her boyfriend. The guy, at first confused, took a moment to process what she saw, and then took off in a panic too. So what did they see that scared them so bad? Was it really a person? Or maybe something else? So many questions and no answers, as usual. Another YouTuber and his team returned to a place they had previously explored, this time hoping to examine the spooky location more thoroughly. Of course, they went in the middle of the night, classic, but this time they brought all kinds of gear with them, and almost immediately one of their devices picked up a strange signal.
Ela saiu daí? Saiu daqui, ó. Ó, chegou a tela vermelha. Pode se aproximar? Mas tá dando pico forte, ó. Se aproxima daqui.
It wouldn't be long before they'd find out why, and this time they wouldn't be leaving with clean pants.
Pai! Foi isso, eu vi! Foi isso! Oh!
One of the guys walked into a room but didn't find anything. As they were about to move on, a loud bang echoed from above.
Olha! Que isso? Tá vendo aquilo? Meu Deus do céu! Tá repreendido! Vamos embora! Nossa senhora, olha aí, Thiago!
Whatever it was, I think it's safe to say they found exactly what they were looking for, a healthy dose of terror for their curious little selves.